Yeah, some people tell me that I'm too skinny or I'm too tall and I look like a man because I'm so tall.
Yes, we have experienced body shaming. I think everybody has. That's easy to say.
Can you give an example?
For me, it's like my boobs. Like, because I have bigger boobs, everyone just thinks everything I wear is a lot more sluttier than like if somebody had like an A cup and like they wore a tank top, like they'd be like, oh, it's fine. But like if I wore that at school, they'd be like, put on a jacket.
Literally.
Yeah.
For me, it's like my scars on my legs. Like I used to be like I had to cover them up because like they just it looks gross or like whatever. But it's just me.
Okay, well, one of our friends was told that she's like a man.
And then like some people at school just like if somebody's bigger they call them fat.
Call each other names.
Yeah.
What grade are you all in?
9th.
Yes, a perfect example is Kate Upton. She's an inspiration, I should say.
And how is she body shamed?
By her weight, but honestly, she's literally an inspiration because she overcame it and was able to tell people like, screw you, because this is me.
I also feel like with a lot of like older generations, they tend to like judge younger girls who like dress more like revealing or are bigger, and they're just like, oh, she needs to lose weight. You're just
Right.
Because it's how they grew up.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta conceal.
Probably at school and like online and stuff.
So when you say online, what do you mean?
Like on social media. Like if like I've seen it like on famous people's posts like
Oh, yeah, because they get like 100 comments and people say
people
like
say rude things about
Yeah.
them.
So do you think that when people post pictures of like that perfect body shape, it makes other people feel self-conscious about their body?
I mean, yeah, it could, because like they might want to like be like them, or like they might feel like they're too pretty, and like they might feel like they're ugly or something like that.
Social media.
Social media, schools,
Yeah.
like
Where on
Maybe, like,
social
on the
media?
streets, like where on social media?
Yeah. Like what type of social media?
People who literally post things to just make them appear differently than they actually are, and it's just like, no, honey, just be yourself. Like you shouldn't care what other people think.
So how they make themselves appear different?
Yeah, it's just like
I mean, some people use like
editing.
yeah, that's the big one. Editing to make their skin look better.
Right.
So like you say social media, where else?
Just
Like school, around like even like the mall when you see like people like trying things on.
Or even like when you
stuff,
go out
just
at
hear people like
night,
make
yeah.
comments.
yeah.
Sad because like some people like they're like really big and like they can't help it, or they're like really skinny and anorexic, and like it's just sad.
I mean, I think it starts out like it bothers you at first, but I
Yeah.
think once you
Overcome
realize like
it.
self-love.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
get past
That's
it.
a huge
To
thing.
make you stronger.
Yeah, exactly. And also just like that's literally exactly what I was gonna say. Just you just gotta like find your true self and I don't know, dig deep and find the self-love.
going against it
Yeah, like
and like speaking out about it.
yeah.
By people continuing to be themselves, literally people like Kate Upton, and just
Everyone
getting the
can
word out
actually-
there that it's okay to be yourself, it's okay to have curves, it's okay to be skinny, it's okay to
It's okay to
not wear makeup, it's okay to literally just be you.
And just compliment each other, like
Yeah,
always be kind.
empower
Be each
everybody.
other's hype, like
Yeah. Empower people.
look to other men and compare themselves in the same way that women do, and it can be just as harmful. Growing up, I've always had a problem with my thighs and my hips because they're bigger. There was more associated with what ideal is for women versus men. I think like as far as like kind of the shape.
At one point in my life, I was like, I kind of want to change how I look. I want to get more masculine and fit and change who I was.
Sometimes girls will curve me because I'm too short. They'll be like, oh, maybe you should grow a little bit and maybe we could talk. And then I'm like, you know, maybe I'll get them one day. Actually, no, I get them now because I'm popping.
Absolutely, it's very common.
People come in with presenting concerns other than eating disorders. And so what happens is that they may present for like anxiety or depression, and as we start to work with them, then we come to recognize that there are also disordered eating tendencies that need to be addressed. So it's not one of our top presenting concerns, but it is like a common problem in, well, maybe not say common, but it is a higher rate of eating disorders within this age range, the college population age. Everywhere. I mean, I think there's messages through media, there's messages from our families, there's messages through marketing, you know, how we interact and engage with each other. We were just talking about how even joking at times can communicate, you know, body shaming messages that make people feel, you know, bad about themselves. I mean, I think the first word that comes up for me is insecure. Depending on where that person is, you know, in terms of their own self-esteem and confidence. And I think even people with strong self-esteem and confidence can be affected by body shaming messages.
It's also important to think about the cultural context as well. And if a person's coming from a certain culture, thinking about international students that I've worked with, if their culture idealizes thinner is better, then there's going to be a huge emphasis placed on those emotions, and often we see that there's a lot of shame kind of associated with that experience, and that also propels more eating disorder behaviors.
That's a tough one, right? Because it's like woven throughout so many aspects of our society. Like, treat people how you would want to be treated, you know, like be mindful of the things that you say to other people, and be considerate. There's a piece about us learning to celebrate like how different body types and shapes, and you know, just embracing differences and kind of moving away from the idea that there's some ideal.